Introducing Silent Escape. This is a survival-based minigame, except with more danger and you will need to get out of this cave alive. This minigame are all built and done using pure vanilla redstone mechanics. It features a bunch of cool mechanics which I will explain to you in a moment. But let's get started on how to play Silent Escape. After you downloaded the map and started your journey, make your way into the building and to the left side of the hallway. There, you will see some tips and guides on how to play. But if you already know the basics of the game, head over to the right hallway where you will see the option to choose whether you play by yourself or with friends, up to 4 players. You also need to select the difficulties of your choosing. The higher the difficulty, the more difficult the recipe you will need to craft. The difficulty will also scale according to how many players are participating. I'll put a spreadsheet of the difficulty chart. You can pause it and see how the scaling works in this game. Once you've selected the play and difficulty, make your way to the start button. But before you press it, make sure to change your setting to the recommended input. After everything is set, press the button and descend down into the cave. When you drop in, you will be given a few pieces of name paper and the board will show you what item you will need to craft and submit. The item frame down here allows you to place your paper to remind you just in case you forget the order or item you should submit. Make sure to submit the item to the correct tube. I do not hold any responsibility if you fail to submit the correct item. After checking your prompt, proceed deep into the cave and gather resources. There are a few things you should keep in mind. This is the forest, where you can gather wood and amethyst. Mine shaft is where you gather the ores. The barns, which allow you to harvest for food. The underground nether, which you collect nether related materials. And finally, the paradise, where you harvest for sugarcane, glowstone dust, and even create cobblestone generator to create cobblestone. However, you must be careful. If you make too much noise, you will get punished by the wardens. And make sure to stay alert at all times. You will never know if there's somebody staring at you. Occasionally, there are slimes spawning in the cave. They can be both useful or an obstacle for you depending on whether you need them for slime ball. If you feel overwhelmed with the size of a cave, you can always bring a map down with you and get familiarized with the area. But know that the map is only just a visual representation. It doesn't show you where you are currently. And just in case you still don't know your end goal, here's a quick rundown of how this game works. Let's say I got my prompt and the item I need to craft is a stone cutter. What I need to do is head to the forest, chop down some wood, craft some into plank and stick, make a wooden pickaxe, head to the mine shaft, get some coal and some iron, head to the furnace and cook the ores, craft the bucket, down into the nether and grab the lava bucket, then head to the paradise. Place down lava on this spot, mine some cobblestone, smelt the cobblestone into stone and finally piece it all together for stone cutter. Submit it into the board and then you are free to escape out from this cave. Some resources require extra steps in order to acquire them. Some require skills, others just simple puzzles to solve. And if you're playing with your friend, you will need to work together to get the resources. But one thing you must always remember, never use your inventory crafting or craft a crafting table. There is an auto crafter which you can only use for crafting. This game is only fun and possible if you follow the rules. Now that you know the essential roadmap in order to craft your prompt, you can tell this game can be challenging, especially when facing against many things that might want to end your run. And the longer you stay in the cave, the more aggressive the cave will become. Eventually, you hear this noise. This noise is an indication of all scout sensors extending their hearing range to all other sensors, creating a chain reactions from very far away whenever you make a noise. Not only that, higher difficulty also means you are crafting multiple prompts, which result in extended time spent in the game. Make a mistake and it will cost your life. But with patience, you were able to acquire all you needed and get out of here alive. If you die, and nobody else is in the game, Press the reset button and wait for the game to reset. It is recommended to wait at least 5 minutes before starting another run, so that the previous items on the ground will despawn. However, if you do manage to succeed escaping the cave, you will be rewarded with silent token. The amount are given to you based on the difficulty. Take this silent token with you to the shop and buy some essentials. These items from the shop can be taken down into the game to help make your run quicker and easier. If you enjoy the game a lot, you can settle down in the mansion by claiming a plot and decorate it. I made my own room as a reference to help you guys. The plots are for you to record your runs or store any silent token and shop item you bought. Head down the cave again with potential of getting different runs each time, and perhaps even try discovering the mystery of this cave. You can even set up the challenges for your friends or players. Anything is possible. With that said, I hope this video helped you learn the basics of this game. So start downloading the map now and play either by yourself or with your friends.